Yo, what's poppin', everybody? How y'all doing out there today? Welcome back to the podcast, another episode of Caffeine and Green with your man, Connor Cardenas. Before we get into it today, I just want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of Caffeine and Green, which is Seven Seas Roasting Company and Thorn Street Brewery, both out of the North Park area and South Park, so you know we're covering it all. But, just a little bit about Seven Seas. It is the home roaster. It's where I work. You can find me Monday through Friday, just roasting up all that, that fire coffee that we're pumping out at Seven Seas. And, luckily, because they are a sponsor of the podcast, if you head over to the website, sevenseasroasting.com, and pick any one of the coffees that we have on sale right now, you are able to put in a code C&G at checkout, and you're going to get 3 bags of coffee for $30. I mean, that's a no-brainer because 2 bags of coffee is $16 each, $32. You're getting a bag for free. So without further ado, I think you guys should definitely head over to sevenseasroasting.com, purchase some of that new decaf that we got, some new non-Kali, and just the normal stuff, fifth gear espresso. Unfortunately, the charity roast Spikes Canine is excluded from this, but we have the El Jaguar, which is still chocolate and nutty. It's the crowd pleaser. We also have the non-Kali, which is the butter, like a butter cookie with a little bit of mango. I mean, it's super tasty. So again, guys, head over to sevenseasroasting.com. You can input my code C&G at checkout and get that deal 3 for $30. All right. My guest today is a Mr. Dominic Mabile, coming straight out of PB, Pacific Beach, for you guys that don't know that abbreviation. But he is a custom skateboard maker. He has a company called C-Rat Skateboards that he has been running for about 3 years. And when we had the Shieldless Mag guys on, Nick and Ruben, they had brought up about having Dominic on the show. So we've linked up, and I have to say, I'm really stoked I got to meet Dominic. He's a rad individual. He definitely keeps, a life of what he loves to do. He knows what he wants. He's hustling every day. He's making a living, and that's why I wanted him on the show. So without further ado, Dominic Mabile, this your time to shine, homie. Let's go. Give me caffeine and green. It's your boy Connor. What's good? Caffeine and green. And we are live.
All right, man.
Yes, Dominic. Remind me of your last name, sir.
Mabile.
What is it?
Mabile.
Mabile.
Yeah.
Dominic Mabile. Welcome to Caffeine and Green, sir. Cheers. We're cheers to some water.
Yeah.
People have always told me it's not really good to cheers water, but I personally don't believe that, because water is what we're like made up of. It's what we survive off of the most. I think if anything, we should be cheersing water.
Yeah, it's just the action of doing the cheers.
Mm-hmm. Fucking A, man. You can cheers with me with a kombucha. I don't care. But yes, sir, you are on Caffeine and Green because you are making a living off of selling skateboards.
Yeah, man. It's all about the hustle.
Yes.
Hustle
and motivate, baby. That's what it is.
Got to do something, stay busy.
Dude, before the podcast started, we were talking about for the last 3 years, that's what you've been doing. And you're surviving off of strictly making your own skateboards. But, I mean, not just not just owning your own skateboarding company, but you, sir, you put more of a personal touch on it. And that to me was something that intrigued me, is that you're designing it in a sense that a way a surfboard shaper would design their skateboards.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this.
Well, my dad makes surfboards for a living.
Really?
Yeah, so it's Larry Mobile surfboards. Been doing it for the last 30-something years.
Wow.
And so I grew up surfing and skating.
Okay.
But I've been surrounded by the surf world more than anything else. I've been I've worked in surf factories. I've watched my dad. So everything that I had access to make a skateboard when I first started was all stuff that I used to make surfboards and do ding repair on surfboards and everything. And
sick.
I've just kind of adapted everything that I do to that kind of way of making things.
Okay. So what made you want to just do it to skateboards as opposed to surfboards?
I couldn't find what I wanted, and I made myself one, and people liked it.
Did you actually get plies of wood and press it and do it all yourself, or did you
No,
buy it?
I got some I got like 5 uncut blanks early on, and like that's what I was able to. I just got it for myself, honestly. Like I just like, all right, well, I wanted to ride a certain style board, I couldn't find it, so I was just gonna make it, and it
Legend.
it worked out like really good. The thing held up fine. I still have it in my living room, and the thing's solid. And so just everybody was like super hyped on it, like at OB and Washington Street, and everybody was just like down with it. So I was like, all right, like a couple of like the local kids hit me up for boards, and I don't know, you guys should probably have Jaden on this show. Like the kid fucking rips.
Who's Jaden?
A little local OB kid.
Oh,
Just
yeah?
fucking shredder.
Shredder?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Young.
Young?
He's like 20 something.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay.
Like young kid, but worker, young kid. But yeah, the kid just shreds. So I gave him some boards. He just started killing it.
Oh, is he one of your team riders?
Like back in the day, I just gave him a couple of boards. I don't deal with like team shit.
Okay.
Like it's then everything gets weird.
But it's, I mean, in the essence of how you're describing what you do, you kind of have that surf, I guess, mentality or what? I mean, because I know that when there's shapers, dudes will go to that shaper to like have them make that board, right? Like I don't know a whole lot about surfing, but there's like Clay Marzo, Kelly Slater. I'm sure they get boards made for them by certain shapers. I mean, that could be like your sense of your style in skateboarding.
Well, that's kind of like how I've tried to steer everything into like how I make stuff. I offer custom skateboards to a certain degree, if that makes any sense. Like,
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna it's something that I get asked a lot. Like everybody wants me to make the Winkowski shape.
Okay.
And like I just straight up won't do it. Like I'm not.
What is that shape? I'm sorry, I might be a little unfamiliar.
It's like the Eric Winkowski 8-baller shape. It's like an old school Santa Cruz flat, really rad shape. But like I'm not gonna copy that shape. If you want that board, go support Eric and buy it from Santa Cruz.
Okay.
But like I try to steer people into stuff that like I think is aesthetically pleasing.
Okay.
And then like I'm busy enough to where like if you don't want it, I just go do something else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
It's not to be a dick or anything like that.
No, dude.
Like,
I mean,
I try to keep things going down like a route that I think is aesthetically pleasing, which is the reason why I'm in charge.
Well,
like
if they're coming to you for one of your boards, they know what to expect, or they know that you're going to put your touch on it. They should be coming for your board.
Yeah, like 90% of the people that I get are people that want a shape that I make, but they want it to fit a certain size trucks.
Okay.
So I scale stuff.
Like 149s, 159s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to ride a big board, 215s. I'll make you a big boy board.
All right.
Or you want to go down to like, 159s. We can scale that same shape and bring it down in a little bit.
All right.
So that's kind of more the route that like I offer, is like being able to customize like wheelbases, how long you want it, overall length, overall tail length, nose length.
So somebody would come to you and be like, I want a size 8.75, like 35 length, or like something like that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Or, I want a 9-inch popsicle with a 14-inch wheelbase.
Damn.
Which is something you're not going to really find
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's a big ass board.
But like, see, for me, that's like a medium-sized board.
That's a medium for you?
Yeah,
Damn.
I make big boards.
Okay. What would be the ideal, like when somebody comes to you for a board, what are they ideally skating? I'm assuming transition, bowls, stuff like that.
Honestly, it's curbs.
Curbs.
I'd say like probably like 70% of my customers are like mainly curb skaters.
No way.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, dude, Slappy Sunday curbs.
Yep.
Everybody, it's nationwide. Everybody does it.
Dude, I have a confession, brother. I can seriously only backside slappy.
Hey, you gotta show up. Slappy Sundays.
Bro, I don't even know if I could. It's sad. It's super sad. I've been skating my whole life, and I can only do a backside slappy, maybe like a backside 5-0 slappy.
Hey, you just start. You know what I mean? Like it just over time.
How do you do the front side slashers, bro? That doesn't make sense to me.
Haul ass and bash into the curb. You'll do it a bunch of times, and one time it's gonna feel good. And like you just replicate that same feeling. Like it just, I don't know. Slappies are where it's at.
Dude, there is this dude Cam. When I used to skate out in Newbury Park, and he and Van Westel were like really good homies, and him and they would always do slappies, like Van and Cam and this dude Sean Foy and all these dudes, and they'd just be slapping this dude Fleming, boom, boom. I even seen like slappy nose grinds pop out, but then Cam Mach 10, I remember, just super the epitome of Steve. It was like Vans eras, khakis, Dickie khakis, and then like shirtless, shaved head, front side Smith grind slash like slappy slashers or whatever. Just I was like, how the fuck do you do those?
Here's like the full trippy weird circle of my skateboarding world. So like when I was a little kid, my dad was shaping surfboards at Gordon Smith, which they had like an insane skate team at the time.
Okay.
And so I was born in 87. This was like early 90s. GNS Stun.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with the video.
I know GNS, but none ever.
But videos, I had it on a VHS tape.
Okay.
And I used to watch it, and there was a skater, June Kate. The guy just killed it, like board slide variation. Just like I watched the video over and over and over again. It's the only little skate video I had as a young little kid.
Yeah.
And I get to skate curbs with him like every Sunday now.
Damn.
And the guy is still skating like as good, even better than he was as a pro back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just a small little world.
That's so sick, bro.
Guy's killer, dude. He brings his kids out there.
Rad dad.
Oh yeah, dude. Rad guy.
Dude,
really
that's
good person.
So sick. I mean, I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, like when the first time you met him, were you just like, oh my god? Dude.
Oh, dude,
like,
it was full like fanboy. Like, dude, holy shit, that's June Kate. Like, oh my god.
You're just
Went
like,
home, tried to find a VHS player to watch the old video.
Sick, dude.
It was killer.
Fuck yeah. And then you meet him, and he's just like as cool as you thought he was gonna be.
Oh yeah, dude, just solid guy.
Dude,
great
that's
skater.
What's up. Fuck yeah. Dude, so did you know Shawkus and them too? And like Mark? I mean, I should just say Mark.
Yeah,
did you
I
know
always was around like, because I'm always up early. I'm an early morning guy. So I would always skate like morning session with those guys.
Oh, sick. And like McKinney and them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm way younger than all of them. Or not way younger, but.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm the same way. I was born in '86, so we're pretty much the same age. So, but when I met them, dude, it was just they were just the homies at OB, and it didn't even matter like age. It was just so, I don't know, dude. We were talking about this before the podcast. Like OB was kind of where I feel like I learned how to really just flow on a skateboard, and just going there at first, like some of those fools didn't talk to me. Like Chad didn't talk to me, Stevie, none of them. Like Micah, none of them.
Oh yeah.
And then I started coming around more, and now I've known them for years, and they're just like some of the best dudes to skate with. And I was there. I mean, sure you were there too during that like kind of, we called it like the golden era when it was like Friday at Dougie be playing the fucking
prime.
Dude. Son, I loved it.
That's home. Like that's, I've been going to that park since I was like 13 years old.
Yeah, you were saying you were there the first day it opened.
Yeah, grandma dropped me off first day that it opened.
Damn.
Definitely shout out to my grandma.
Dude, shout out grandma. Hell yeah. Dude, that's what's up. And so I'm assuming you had to pay, you had to wear helmets.
Yeah, dude, I had to pay, helmet, pads. You got the little like pass after you went so many times in a row.
Oh yeah.
And then after a while, they just got to know you and quit charging you.
Did you know Gabe Ryan?
I don't know. The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Gabe Ryan. He, from what I understand, he used to work there, and then I skated with Gabe probably, since I've lived in San Diego, so 10 years, and like still just one of the crushers. I mean, he's one of the OB originals. I guess.
The guy that just goes huge on everything?
No, that's Chris Coogan, right? I mean,
no. The guy that like airs over the volcano.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Bro, Chef Ryan.
Yeah, Chef Ryan. This guy's an animal.
That dude is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've never seen him skate anywhere else but OB Park, but I can tell you right now, that's all I ever need to see him skate.
Yeah, no, the guy's a beast.
Dude.
The guy is like gnarliest skater.
Dude, were you there a couple Shawkus days ago? It might have been two.
I think it was like last one where we went like over like 12 boards on the volcano.
I've seen that one. And did you see the one where might have been the year before, or maybe this one of the years there was like a girl who sat in like a lawn chair on top of the volcano, kind of the same place, but he went over her but did an indie nose bone like right at the peak right over here, just stuck it out and then came back in so steep on the other side. Like,
guy's nuts.
Bro.
Yeah.
And then the other one too is the other air that I thought was super gnarly was where the rail is by the tombstone, not the Taco Bell, but the tombstone, and he would just
up and over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus. And then now Chris Coogan's been one of the ones that I've been watching a lot lately too.
Yeah, the guy's the fastest skater around.
Dude, the kickflip front tails on the quarter pipe, or kickflip back nose blunt.
Everywhere, dude. The guy kills it at Washington Street.
Dude.
Guy's a beast. Like, Coogan's just rad guy. And he's an insane chef. Makes some insane breads.
That's what I heard. Bro, I want to get him on the show.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that. Because, dude, chef and skating, but like really skateboarding.
No, the guy's like hustling too. He's like moving up in the chef world.
That's what I'm saying.
Coogan's a man.
What a fucking G.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
okay. One of the things, though, that really inspired me, especially it got me intrigued about how you're making your boards, is again, not knowing a whole lot about surfing, just from what having homies who surf. And one thing I always related to was the passion, especially for shapers. They take a lot of pride in what they do, and the way it's portrayed in either surf videos or mags or whatever, it's always with so much intention and feeling. And for you, do you approach developing your boards that same way?
Honestly, it's if I'm doing the same shape over and over again, it gets into like a monotonous routine where it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna cut this thing out and I'm gonna make $50 off this deal. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely points where it gets that way.
Mm-hmm.
But then like when I get a lot of boards where people are just like, hey, dude, I want something that I can ride like 169s on. I do not care what you do. Like, have fun. Come up with something cool.
Sick.
And like those boards, I really like when it's all said and done and it's like an hourly rate type thing. I don't make shit for money on those boards because like if it's just one of my standard templates, I throw that thing on the board, boom, 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 draw it. It's cut out in 5 minutes. Like, it's done.
You just have to sand it?
Yeah, I'm just sanding it.
Yeah.
Like, it's ready to go. But like if it's something where somebody's like come up with something cool, like I want it to fit this, these are the dimensions, but I like just do something cool. Like, I'll stare at that thing for like hours and just tweak little angles, little curves, like just do something to where it just, you look at it and it looks rad. And
sick.
Like, I think you got to have a rad looking skateboard.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do anything like special. I like to do the same 5-6 tricks over and over again.
Oh yeah.
But like, so for me, I like to do it on a rad looking skateboard.
Yep.
Like,
it looks steezy.
Yeah, it's just I don't need to ride like a popsicle. They're super functional skateboards, but like I don't need to do it.
What are your top 5 tricks that you're doing?
I just like frontside grinds, tail blocks, rock and roll variations. Love skating barriers.
All right.
Anything like tight transition.
Frontside Ds, backside Ds?
Not so much.
Not so much?
No.
Damn.
Lip slides.
All right.
I can do random shit.
Dude, frontside 5-0s.
Yeah.
Just stand up or do you slash?
Both.
Stand up is definitely my favorite when you get it like at the angle, and you come up a little bit, and it's just like
the best. Yeah, best feeling ever.
I can tell you right now. I mean, can you I don't even need to say mine, but for me, the first time I did a frontside 5-0, I remember exactly what I was wearing. I remember what board I was on. I remember everything. For you, was the stand-up frontside 5-0, was that like a defining moment where you're like, damn, this is sick? Or
it was like I was at OB probably like 4 years ago, and like I was skating. It was like a sunset session, and I was skating, and I did like a solid like frontside 5-0 grind like on the crust, and Peter Hewitt said it was like a good grind. And I was just like, all right, that's it. Like, I'm fucking stoked. Like, that's that's all that matters at that point in time,
dude.
So like just stuff like that. Like, I don't know. My surfing's definitely the same way. Like, I'm all about doing shit that looks good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's something that like my dad ingrained in me when I was a young kid. Like, if it doesn't look good, don't do it. And so like
fair enough.
I've always just kind of focused on doing shit and just making it faster and higher and more intense, but just keeping it looking good.
Yes, dude. What to you define what looks good to you? Is it the aesthetic of the skateboarder? Is it how long they grinded the trick, or how long they slid it, how long they, were holding that pose in a sense?
See, it's different because it's all personal preference.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know
What's
what I
your
mean?
personal preference?
Like for me, if I'm gonna go like a skater that I want to skate like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be Peter Hewitt.
Okay.
Like that. That's just intensity at like a whole nother level. But then I appreciate, like, I've never been into street skating, but like I see the stuff that people do, and it's just it's mind boggling. Like there's more names than I can even like think of right now that are just, you see it and it's just like, dude, holy shit, what the fuck did you even do?
Like, how did you do that?
Yeah, in a spot that's like, just like, dude, that's not even like close to being remotely safe, or like, I don't know, like it's a different level than what I'm on.
Yeah.
But like I fully appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It's a same tree, different branch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why skateboarding's so rad.
And they're like, I don't know how to even explain, dude. Like the limits are being pushed to levels that are like unthinkable.
Yeah.
Like, and just in every aspect. Like I watch like pool skaters and shit, and like, dude, they're nuts. And then like,
yeah,
you just watch like the local talent at any of the parks around here, and it's insane.
Bro, especially in San Diego, you can go see Peter Hewitt, you can go see Stevie, you can go see Chris Russell, any of the dudes that are hanging out with all those dudes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Any of them.
Yeah.
And then you even got like the local boys that are just killing it.
Oh yeah. Shout out Nolan Hauser down at Memorial. That dude is one of the tech dude ever. Woogie, all those fools. Bro,
you got kids like DJ.
Dude, DJ is fucking... He's always been that good, though. Always, bro. I remember back like 5-6 years ago, still doing like bigger spin heel flips on the hip, like no problem.
I don't know. Did you go to the, what was it, down at the sports arena?
The triple set?
Yeah.
I watched it on Instagram. I was working that day.
All right, yeah, DJ killed it. He skated better than everybody there.
Dude, yeah?
Yeah, they should have let him do the triple set. He was the man.
Was he kill? I mean, I saw that everybody hitting it from the double, and then
I don't even know what tricks he like legitimately the names of them or any of that type of shit. But
did I feel like
off
he
the
did
double
like
set, he landed two of the cleanest things out of everybody that was doing shit there.
I'm pretty sure he big spin heeled it, dude.
Yeah, he did something
easy,
but stomped it clean, like first try, no problem.
Yep.
Went up and did something else. Like, guy's a solid skater.
Oh, dude, yeah. He unreal. I've seen him progress. I mean, I don't see him as much because, I mean, at OB again in that little heyday period, all those dudes were there all the time. Now everybody's gotten older and spread out, but I see what he does on Instagram at LV Park.
Yeah.
Bro. Next again, pushing the limits.
Yeah.
I mean, all the dudes, all the younger generation are coming up right now. Fuck, man. It's really cool to see.
No, it's rad. Like, it's a cool time to be doing stuff with skateboarding. Like,
yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of everything we're talking about, though. And this is one of the things I want to ask about, too, with being a skateboard owner. There's ebbs and flows within the skate industry, and like when boards are selling good and things aren't doing so well. So like, as a person who's making a living off that, how do you deal with like the business aspect and not so much like the sport aspect of it or lifestyle?
Business part of it sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, like, here's a great example of it. Like, so I was giving boards to Marcel, like Washington street skater. I love his skating. The guy skates insane. Mm-hmm. And like, I really liked giving the kid boards. And like, now he rides for Scram, which I think is a great thing for the guy. Like, he's actually got a chance to do something cool in skateboarding with it. But like, from me as like a person standpoint, like, dude, if he asked me right now for a board, I'd definitely give him whatever the hell he wants. No charge, no nothing. Like, the kid's just fucking rad.
Yeah.
So like, I had no issue giving him anything. But from like a business standpoint, he doesn't have an Instagram, doesn't do like any of the kind of like marketing stuff that like helps out quite a bit when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But like, I don't care about that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but it is, when you look at it from the business aspect.
If you go from like a business standpoint of it, like, yeah, it's not a wise decision. But like, I'm not in this to make like wise business decisions. You know what I mean? Like it's, I like the way he skates. I have the opportunity to give him stuff that like enables him to skate and just keep on doing what he wants to do. Like, why not? I give skateboards to my boss, Zach Rosso.
That's what's up.
Best boss out there. And no, like he's the only other guy that I give skateboards to.
That's
and
tight.
It's the same thing, dude. I just like the way that he skated. Even before he was my boss, I was giving him skateboards.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, same age as me, worked his ass off, 10+ hour days every single day of the week. Guys just hustling, keeping me employed.
Yeah.
But like, those are the type of people that I'd rather give shit to. Same thing. He doesn't post shit on Instagram, which I'll talk to him about. But like, you know, you got to take like the marketing stuff, like all that type of shit matters when it's all said and done.
Bro, at the end of I mean, we were talking about this before the podcast. To really, and you start to notice that when your social media game starts slipping, when your numbers start to trip a little bit, or like when I'm doing the podcast, I can notice it's no lie. The numbers literally don't lie. Your numbers start to drop. The people downloading your stuff. Yeah. You have to be on it constantly, and you're always on it. But dude, I'm not just gonna try to do things. It's like, okay, I gotta make moves. I gotta edit this. I gotta do that. I gotta do whatever. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's weird in the business aspect of this.
Now it gets to a point where like, I don't know, I didn't start doing C-Rat skateboards with any intention of actually like making any money from it. It was more or less, I just like to make skateboards, and I like shapes, so I was going to make cool shapes for myself. And if people were willing to buy them and it allowed me to keep making skateboards for myself for free, like I was going to keep that ball rolling.
Because you have another job.
Yeah, I've always had, I've always worked other jobs. Like, it's just
buttery.
It's the way you got to do shit. San Diego's expensive.
Yeah, but it's smart too, because there's so many. I feel like there's so many other skaters too that sometimes just they think they're gonna make it off of skating, and when they're broke and they ain't hustling, it's like, bro, how are you gonna eat? You know, like
you gotta hustle. Dude. There's no way around it. I'm in a position right now where it's actually starting to finally pay off. Mm-hmm. Like I'm, in escrow on a place, definitely going first homeowner. Like,
dude, yeah, you were just telling me that you bought a house, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, congratulations.
Yeah, it's just, that's the early mornings, late nights. It's all that shit pays off eventually.
Dude, fuck. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't even, I completely agree on that. I mean, as long as you're happy, do you think that you'll continue to do what you're doing, or is it more like lack of options, or is it like, I've heard I have a college degree. Some people are like, yo, I have no college degree. I got to hustle. I got to do this. Yeah. Even if you don't if you do or you don't, is it, you're hustling to survive, or you're just hustling because this is the way you want to make it?
This is just the way that I was brought up. Like, my grandpa was a hustler. My dad my dad's been his own boss his whole entire life.
Really?
But he's worked 7 days a week. Like right now he's down in Mexico enjoying retirement. Like he's spent the last 3 months surfing in Baja.
Dude,
having a great time.
Sick.
But like when he's home, he works 7 days a week, regardless. Just, it is what it is. He goes to work and does work.
Is it work for him though? If he's loving what he's doing?
It's work.
Oh, it is work.
Yeah, it's work.
Okay.
No matter what, like I always talk with that about people. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, you're like making skateboards and all that type of shit. And it's just like, yeah, but on that Sunday, I see everybody going and like posting shit about going skating some ditch, doing some shit. Like, I got no problem hustling in my garage and making some skateboards. But prior to me making skateboards, I was skating more.
Oh, of course.
It's it's a toss up. Like,
but would you rather be making money or going out skating?
I'd rather be making skateboards. Okay. Honestly, like I get my fill. I skate almost every single day. I either surf or I skate every single day.
Butters.
It's what I do. Whether I'm taking the dog, we go and skate with the dog, and I've got a bunch of curbs all sauced up, so I got sloppy curbs on the way to the beach.
Sick. I like your style.
You gotta make shit happen. Like,
dude, I love that.
You gotta get yours. There's got to be like a decent balance.
Yep. 100%. Bro.
There's got to be a balance. Because like, granted, I work my ass off, but like I make sure I have fun.
Yep.
And then like I've had a goal in mind. So like now I've reached my goal, and I don't know. I don't have any plans on slowing down the skateboards.
That's what's
like
up.
It's definitely going to just increase in more molds, more shit, more shapes.
Yep.
More t-shirts, more clothing. Like just
boom.
Try to hustle that shit,
dude. Just keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're already doing it, it's only going to get better the more you do it.
Yeah.
The more repetition that you're doing it, the more like, when you get a client that says to you, hey, make whatever, do you think about it sober? Do you like maybe smoke a joint, like, damn, I'm gonna think about this.
Well, so like, right now is a great example. Like I made this guy a board maybe, fuck dude, I seriously don't even know, maybe like 6 months ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's ridden other boards and everything like that, but he just messaged me and he's just like, hey dude, like that shape was the best. Like I really liked the way it felt under my feet, everything like that. Like, you think we could tweak like where the wheel wells were so it fits better on my board? I'm like, yeah, dude, just send me a photo of it. And like right now I've got 3 of them cut out. They're roughed out. They're gonna get finished sanded tomorrow. And like, guy just got 3 boards.
Sick.
So like, I get a lot of people like that have like, bought a board 3 years ago, and have like continually gotten more and more skateboards from me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of people that have probably gotten more skateboards than I've made myself. Like some of the support I get is just insane.
That's
like,
what's up.
I got this guy in Sweden, Drop and Destroys Instagram. The guy's just the man. Built a bowl in his backyard. He's bought in like 8 different skateboards.
What the fuck?
Yeah, guy's
That's
killer.
Sick.
Guy's killer, dude. Yeah.
So you ship internationally?
I'll ship wherever the hell you want.
Dude, that's what's up. Bro, this is
Anywhere.
sick. But
It's the way the world is. Like, somebody in Tasmania wanted my board. I shipped it to Tasmania. What? Like, that's a destination surf-wise for me. Like, I never thought there was a skate scene there, but like...
Wait, Tasmania?
Yeah.
There's surf there?
Oh, yeah. Good surf.
I didn't even... See,
There's
I don't even
everywhere.
think about that, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that sounds like... I'm sorry if you're just listening. It's like, what an idiot. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I've never thought about Tasmania.
It's an island down there. Like, it could surf.
Damn.
But yeah, sent a board there. Australia, Japan, Sweden.
Do they
over
take
Europe.
photos and shit when they get them or something?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
That type of stuff. Like, because they pay a ton in international shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I try to make it worth their while. Like, if... I don't know, dude, the skateboard industry is really weird. Like, the price of skateboards have been the same since I was a little kid. They haven't gone up at all. And, like, boards in foreign countries are very expensive.
Super.
Like, people are paying $110 for, like, any pro model board.
Yeah,
and that's, tough. Like, that's a cheap deal. And so, like, I actually do a lot of international boards because by the time you deal with shipping and everything like that, they get exactly what they want, custom, and it costs around like $110 with shipping.
Damn, that's tight.
So that's anywhere in the world. It'll go wherever the hell you want it.
Do you also, put in a shirt or like some stickers?
Yeah, shirt, stickers, whatever random cut off piece I make from the board. I stain that thing, throw a little bottle opener on it. Just random shit.
Dude,
like,
what a legend. You make them a fucking bottle opener?
Try to do some shit. Like it. If you're willing to support me, I'm going to try to hook you up.
Dude, what a G.
You know what I mean? Like I'm super appreciative of every person that orders a board from me.
Dude, fuck it.
Like all they're doing is just helping me out. Like they're just making me and my dog succeed. And it's killer. Like I'm stoked on it. I seriously never thought I'd be making as many skateboards as I do.
Dude, that's tight.
It's amazing.
Dude, that's so rad. Yeah. What got you into skating? Just growing... I mean, I know you said growing up with your dad and owning like a surf company and doing these things. Was that what got you into skating?
It, like that. Yeah.
Did your dad skate?
No, he's never really been that into skating. But like when I was born, he was working at the Gordon & Smith factory. So like I had access to all sorts of different stuff. Like just they set me up a bitchin' little complete and here you go skateboard.
Boom.
And that was just my childhood. It was just like get out of the house, go do something.
Okay. Damn. But
did you grew up before like the scooters and all that type of weird shit. So it was just like, here's a skateboard, go skateboard. And I'd skate in the alley.
You grew up here in San Diego?
Yeah, I grew up in PB.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
And you would just skate the alley.
I had to skate and then end up down by like the pier and just skate around there, and just one thing led to another, and then my grandma's always been just like the best lady out there, and like
That's
they were
sick.
when I was a young little kid, my grandpa and grandma, they were both retired, so it's just like, oh, you want to go to the skate park? Let's go to the skate park. Let's go do this. Let's go to that. Let's go to Coronado and go to the skate park over there, because it's
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean, like just they drove me all over the place to just go and skate and have a good time.
Dude,
And
that's
so that was
so
just
sick.
like they definitely allowed me to just really have like a bitchin' little childhood.
Dude,
It was
and
either just surfing all day or skating all day. Like that's what my childhood consisted of.
it was just you solo, no brothers, sisters?
Yeah, brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody got thrown in grandma's house, and just it was just the
Sick.
gathering point. Like I
Dude.
still surf almost every day with my one cousin Max. Like they're
That's
just bonds that have never gonna get broken.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
Like it's just
Dude,
family.
It's like the bond that you get already when you have your crew of homies that are surfers, skateboarders especially, but then it's you add family on top of that. I mean, bro, it's like blood is thicker than water right
Yeah.
there.
It's great, man. Like my whole family lives in PB. It's
Wow, really?
yeah,
Damn, dude, that's
Yeah.
pretty chill.
yeah. No, it's rad, dude. It's great to be close with the family.
Dude, do you still live in PB?
Yeah, currently or for another month or so.
Damn, and then where's your house at?
National City.
All right,
Yeah,
gangster.
yeah.
Damn, man, and
Making
that's
moves.
Are you gonna build your? Are you gonna have a garage?
Yeah, it's got a garage, so it's gonna be the new home
That's-
base for C-Rat Skateboards.
The new shaping room, the new
Yeah.
business area.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
gonna actually get myself an office.
Dude, that's what I was. Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have like monitors. You're gonna be able to like do designs and stuff. Like, do you do it
Yeah.
on like a monitor and stuff like that, or like a drawing pad, like a Apple drawing pad or anything like that?
Nah. See, like I'm not. I've always been somebody that makes shit with my hands. I've never been like the fully like artistic type.
Okay.
So like I know you had Connor Getzlaff on
Yeah.
like the podcast,
Shout out Scooter.
and like that's the man right there. That guy, he's the one that does all my logos. Like
Okay.
the original C-Rat one with the seagull, that my brother drew up. Like shout out O'Neill.
Dude.
Like he drew that one up, and that's been that's gonna always be the original logo. That thing will always go. Like that's gonna never disappear.
Yep.
But then yeah, Connor, guy's the man.
Dude, are some of your tattoos Scooter tattoos?
Yeah, all the ones on my arms.
Really?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah, well, except for like the old one I got when I was young, and then I got my whole back done, but that wasn't done by Scooter.
Dude.
Yeah, he
that's-
C-Rat on branded for life.
Yes. Dude, fuck yeah. Dude, yeah, no, I have, this is a Scooter tat. He did this, my Route 44 tat in Brandon Perlson's garage before he had a chair.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I got it right. This is another Scooter tat, and this one got done, maybe like last year. And this was at Tower 2, or what is it?
Yeah, Tower.
Tower, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just so, I love both, bro. I just
Yeah.
love Scooter Steve, but you could just totally tell like this one was such garage. Like there's some messed up lines and stuff, but
Oh, dude, he's good.
I love it.
Right.
And then you see this one and it's so
Yeah.
perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was
Nah,
still in
Scooter's
college
the
when this
man.
happened.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Nah,
it.
dude, he's the man. Like if you ever want to get tattooed, hit up Tower Tattoo.
Yep.
Talk to Connor, man. The guy will take care of you.
He does all the home. It's a Shuriken. He's
Oh, yeah.
done
Chris Russell.
Chris
Shuriken.
Russell. Yep. All
He's
those
done
dudes.
the C-Rat logo for me.
Has he? And I'm sure he's done. He's probably done
He did
Stevie.
the Slappies one.
Did he?
Yeah, the Slappies Creature collab.
Dude, he made boards. He made graphics for Shuriken on his Arbor skateboards.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
so fucking sick. I love
Tattooed my Wiggles tattoo.
how. What's the Wiggles one?
Little Wiggles, my puppy.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So why are you keep most like American traditional? Because I see the ship right there. You got the anchors and stuff
Yeah.
right there.
Seagulls fighting. Lobster.
So there's
Whale and
definitely
squid fighting.
a theme.
Oh yeah, dude, it's definitely nautical. But now, like, it's all. I don't know. It's like weird. It's all stuff that like, I have like a squid and a whale fighting. Like, that was like a painting that he gave me a couple of years ago.
Scooter?
Yeah,
Sick.
It's just like, oh, that thing's fucking rad, and like I've had that thing staring at my walls. It's just like, dude, let's do this.
Dude, did he just made it? He's like, hey, Dom, do you want this?
I think he tattooed it on somebody,
Oh, okay.
but like I gave him a skateboard or something, and he gave me a bitchin' painting.
Dude, that's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
That's a super good trade-off. He used to make he made like a couple flyers for me when I was doing skate events, and just the sickest shit, bro. Just Taco Bell. I think he made like a zombie doing either a stand-up 5-0 or some type of Smith grind over the Taco Bell at OB Park, and it was like some Halloween contest or something, and it was just, I was like, oh my God, Scooter, this is so amazing, bro. Like,
like he's, I don't know, because like I'm so involved in, like it's, I don't know how to word it. Like I love surfing. It's what I've done my whole life, but I can't stand surfers.
It makes sense.
And like the whole like lot scene and surf culture and all that type of bullshit that goes with
lot
it.
scene?
Yeah, just like people hang in the parking lots at surf spots, and it's all bullshit and talk and gossip about what other people are doing.
Okay.
It's all shit that I could care less about. When it's good, I like to surf, and like that's just the way that I do things.
Yeah.
And then like Connor's one of those guys that like I surf and I skate with him. Like like I probably surf more with Connor than I skate with him.
Yeah, dude, he started surfing when he got hurt, right? Or was he always surfing?
He's always been surfing.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that until later after knowing him for a while, but it's cool to see him surfing. So like that steed that is when he does the skateboarding, dude, it's like you could totally see it on a surfboard.
Oh yeah, no, he's good. He got like a board from my dad. Guy's a solid guy.
Dude, how long have you known him?
Probably like 5 years, 6 years.
Damn. Yeah. And you actually, we were talking about this too, is that you know Juan from Squeegee Prince.
Yeah.
And then Ruben and Nick from Shieldless Mag.
Yeah.
Who was, and then then it was Scooter.
Yeah.
But dude, tell me, how do you know Juan?
Just from skating, man. Like the guy, Juan's another one of those just like good people. Like I don't know, the situation with me and Juan's like an interesting one. Cause like the guy's got like a screen printing business, and like that's how he makes a living, and he's given me so many like inside tips and secrets of like how to make shit work and how to get shit smooth on a skateboard and how to do this stuff. And like, and dude, the guy's just like, I wouldn't be anywhere I'm at like screen printing skateboard wise because there's so much trial and error with that type of shit, if it wasn't for like him showing me like a video of the setup he has, and like going to an event and him like taking time out of like a full on busy event and like showing me like, hey dude, this is my screen printing skateboard setup. This is the ink I use. This is the shit I do. This is how it, like, so just like stuff like that like for me is a very costly like learning curve.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm trying to like do this shit on people's boards that I'm trying to sell at the same time, and like I don't want to give somebody a fucked up board. So like stuff like that is just like, the guy's great.
Yeah, man.
Dude, like Juan's a great person.
Juan is by far one of the chillest individuals that I've ever met, but he also is just such a crusher.
Yeah.
I mean, he crushes on a skateboard. He crushes in his personal business. I've seen him grow in it.
Dude, like, have you checked out, like, I don't know if you see the stuff that he posts lately, but dude, the guy's just straight up killing it.
Dude, no,
like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I've seen him grow from the little run that he had to now where he has both. Because when we were on the show, he's talking about he bought the place next to him.
It's just
has like a full squad now, straight up boss, killing it. Like has a staff. Like,
no, and I've been talking with him too. Like he's trying to buy a house. Like he's, like, guy's making moves. He's hustling.
Dude,
it's good.
He seriously inspires me to keep fucking going, bro. Like, I want to start my own shit, but like at the same time, you have to be patient, and it's so tough.
It comes in, both ways. You know what I mean? Like you can only be patient for so long.
Yep.
Like at some point in time, you got to get that shit.
You just gotta fucking get after it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, cause right now, like when I get veneers for like to press the blanks, like I'm out a shit ton of money at that point in time.
Yeah.
Cause it's cheaper to buy it in bulk. So like I'm investing in myself. I'm like, there's no like, I may sell these boards or like I may make these skateboards. It's just like, no, like
I have to sell
boards.
these. Yeah.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like I'm going to make them. They're going to get sold. Like it's whether I take them into a shop and like eat on the cost, or I just hustle them, post a bunch of shit on Instagram and try to hustle them that way. Like,
yep,
they're going to get sold. There's no option in that matter.
Do you sell most of your boards through Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram and word of mouth.
Okay. Damn,
You know
that's
what I mean?
super sick.
Word of mouth's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of already, if somebody that's already gotten a board from me refers somebody else, like, they already kind of get the gist of what the hell's going on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it kind of eliminates a lot of the weirdness.
Interesting.
If that makes any sense.
What way? Meaning, like, they're gonna hit you up and be like, "Hey, I got your number from so and so. Like, I wanted to see if you can make me a skateboard."
Yeah, like, they'll want something that's like way off what I normally do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'll make somebody an 8.5-inch popsicle if they want it.
That's so funny. You call it 8.5-inch popsicle, dude. That
Yeah.
board's huge to me.
That's like the smallest board I'll make.
Okay.
Yeah, but so like somebody will hit me up for that, and I'll make it for them. Like I'm not gonna. They're easy to make. I'm not gonna turn it down. And like if you want it stained really cool and you want to support me, like dude, by all means, go for it. But like at that same person, I'll try to steer them down a direction of something that like it's gonna have the same function, but I think it's gonna look a little bit cooler.
Okay.
And this is all based on what I think looks cool. Like it has nothing to do with what they may want to ride a popsicle.
Yeah.
And so then like if it's somebody that's been like, you know, I sell a board to some guy that's just like a 10.5-inch wide, super curvy, really rad shape, and his friend hits me up, most likely he's going to want like something very similar.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be like a very easy, like, oh, hey man, dude, I like that shape. It's like, all right, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it. Well, you know, what do you want it to look like? Let's make this happen. You want wheel wells, you want stain, you want this logo, you want that logo, like.
Sick. So you give them options, like different colors, like whatever you need.
Yeah, dude, the stain, you can get whatever the fuck you want.
All
you know, within reason.
Of course.
Like some shit, I'm working with water-based stains, so some shit just doesn't happen. You mix too many colors, you end up with brown.
Yeah.
But like, you know, within reason, by all means, yeah, let's do it.
Fuck
you want a red skateboard? Fuck yeah, let's do it. Give you a red skateboard.
Yes.
You know, you want pink skateboard? We'll do it. You want purple? Anything like black, green.
Dude, yeah. I
Just,
like that. That's what's up. I fuck with that because I don't know. I feel like when you said that right there, that you just bringing it back to earlier in the conversation. It's like, bro, it's essentially like that surf style. Like people are gonna go to that shaper because they know what they want. It's like, yeah, you can kind of do whatever you need to do, but at the same time, they're coming to you for a reason.
No,
so respect the process, kind of. You know, like let me do what I gotta do, son.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, I get, if you're going to buy a board from me, you're not walking into a skate shop and buying something and putting grip on it and walking out of there and riding it right away. You know what I mean? Like it's going to take me a couple of days to get the thing cut out and like finished and sent to you. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get it within like a week, maybe 2 weeks.
And then, to do it right, you should have like a good grip job on it, do something special on the top, you know?
So it's a different client, I guess. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's specialty in a sense. Yeah. You know, people are very precise about what they're wanting, or like they're like, hey man, I like what Dom's doing. I know he'll be able to give me something sick.
Yeah.
And then do you get to see your boards in action? You know, do you get to go skate Slappy Sundays and you see a dude who's riding your board and they're just fucking loving it?
Yeah, there's a couple of the guys that have gotten, like there's one guy, Josh, he's gotten like 3 boards in a row from me. You know, and then like I go and I work all day with my boss, and I go and skate OB with him afterwards. And like I see him skating the boards, and he kills it. And then just, you know, for the longest time, I was giving Marcel boards. He had a Thrasher part on a bunch of my boards, and
sick.
So like there's stuff like that that's definitely like a life hammer moment. Like,
yep,
I'm not in Thrasher, but I got a guy skating my boards on like a Thrasher part, which is fucking rad.
Dude, I think that's even better almost because that's your company. Ain't nobody ever gonna take that from you, bro.
Yeah. So like there's shit like that that's like, you know, really cool. Like one of the guys that helped me out early on is Brian Szymanski. You know, like the opportunities that guy opened up for me was insane.
In what way?
Like the guy's like a, you know, top-notch skate photographer. So like the amount of people that he like introduced me to and like stuff that like he kind of negotiated a whole deal to do like a little Skeleton Key collab when I was like first starting out making boards.
Sick.
Which like that's that's just rad. Like Darren's a rad guy. Like it was just a cool time. And like I got to meet Tony Hawk and skate like his vert ramp, and got to meet Bucky Lasik and skate his place. Like
the pool in the backyard.
There's just like stuff that like he, like I skated a bunch in like Pierre's backyard. Pierre Lugagnon, like he had a little pool in his backyard, and like got to skate that a bunch. The guy was just epic person.
Yeah, PLG. I met him a couple times around here.
So it's just like stuff like that like like opportunities that were like would have never happened if I wasn't like making skateboards.
Yeah.
It just like happened, and like that type of shit you're never gonna take away from me.
No, never.
Like I'm gonna have that memory. Like there's no way that shit's ever going anywhere. It's fucking rad.
Do you feel that's, in a sense, not to be too like woo woo or out there, do you think that's, either what this means that's what you're supposed to be doing, or it's like the universe being like, there you go, bro. Like, hey, this is what you've kind of willed into existence. You've worked so hard and you're making it happen. It's
like the constant reminder that the hard work pays off.
Yep.
I guess, like if that, it's just, there's lots of mornings that I wake up super early before I go to work, and I'm like doing shit to get it done. So like when I'm off work, I can do something else to get that process like going. And there's lots of days that are with my normal job that are, pushing the 12, 14 hour mark of like doing shit. But it's just the way that things go. But then like I literally got to go to Tony Hawk and watch him sign a bunch of boards for Szymanski, and like I got to skate his vert ramp, and then watch him do like a full private session while I'm sitting there watching. Like
just him skating?
Yeah, and that's like a guy that I went and like watched at the Mission Beach X Games. You know what I mean?
Mission Beach X Games?
Yeah, they had like the one down here, like way back in the day.
I don't even think I knew that.
I don't know if it was X Games. Where they had a full thing in Mission Beach.
They have like Am Slams.
I had Tony Hawk like sign a T-shirt.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was young. I was like, must have been like 10.
Damn, dude.
Dad took me down there.
That's fucking sick.
I think it's Mission Beach X Games. I don't know.
Dude, I have to check that. I mean, for sure there was a contest there for sure.
Yeah, there was. Like right in the fucking bay, dude. It was fucking epic.
Damn, that's sick. So it's like come full circle.
Yeah, I still got the T-shirt. I got the board hanging on my wall now. Like, just stuff like that. That's just like, like, dude, skateboarders are rad people. Like, just people are open to like give you opportunities and like show you new shit and take you to places that you've never been. Just fun stuff. Like,
yeah, man.
Like there's definitely like all the hard work actually pays off when it's all said and done.
Yep. And you got your own brand, so people would be like, yo, tell me about this.
I'm known as C-Rat more than my actual name.
Really?
I show up to random skate parks and everybody's like, C-Rat. And it's just like, yeah, what's going on?
What's good?
Yeah. it's cool.
That's fucking tight,
It took a little bit to get used to. I'd hear people say it. I was like, what the fuck calling it? It's like,
but it's like, yo, I got it all over my shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it every day you're just rocking a C-Rat shirt?
Well, I screen print all of them myself, so I just keep the ones that end up fucked up.
Okay.
So like every shirt that I have is one that either got like, like it didn't cure good, or I fucked it up, or it's on crooked or some shit like that.
Dude, so you're rocking custom everything all the
I just
time,
go for
bro.
It, yeah. I am gonna sell the fucked up shirt, so I just wear it myself.
Yeah, that's so G though. Yeah. Fuck it. So with all that being said, how did you meet Ruben and Nick, and like kind of, because you're going to be having a segment like the segment that I had on their thing called Skaters Doing Things.
Yeah, like Ruben I didn't really know that well, but like Nick, just like he's one of the OB homies, like just years and years of skating OB. Mm-hmm. And just after a while you start to you meet people and know shit, and then like he found out I was making skateboards, and I think he's gotten like a couple of them from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Nick is the best.
But then, like, dude, he's doing rad shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's just, like, all that type of stuff just helps out.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Like, everybody's supporting everybody else. It makes everything better.
Yeah. And it grows your network of people, too.
It's just a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's just promoting everybody else. Everybody's striving to do better. Like, nobody's trying to do negative shit. Like,
nah, never.
You know what I mean? Like, you got, like, you can't find any fault with anything that, like, they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, they're pushing a bunch of local skaters that are really never going to have, like, you know, their limelight in like a major magazine, but it's just like, hey, look, this guy's doing rad shit. Like, check him out. This is like the actual story behind the person. And like,
yeah.
You know, and like, they came into my garage and sat there and petted my dog and watched me make skateboards. Like,
and Nick was filming it.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
you know what I
so
mean. Like they
sick.
didn't. It was like nothing special, no weird like promotion or any weird shit like that. Like it literally like I had orders that I had to do. I was making boards and they came around and they saw just what I'm doing. Like,
fuck yeah.
I go down to the garage, I throw the dog in the bed of the truck and I'd make skateboards. And like she sits there and watches me. It's just.
What music's playing in the background? Do you listen to music?
Yeah.
What kind of music you bump in when you're making that board?
Everything. It changes, like all the time.
Like anything. Or is it like you fuck with hip hop?
Yeah, like just anything.
Damn.
Lately, I've been listening to like old country, like full like
Hank Williams,
gunfighter
Senior?
songs, Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins. Okay, I'll have to check into that.
Yeah, gunfighter songs and shit.
Gunfighter songs.
Yeah,
what does that
just
mean?
Like full like storytelling and shit.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just rad. That's what I've been into lately.
Yeah, dude. No, I
Throw
definitely
that shit go into my own little world and start making some skateboards.
Do you just put it like on shuffle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just listen to whatever's going and just, you know.
Spotify, Pandora usually.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Pandora
just
person.
fucking go for it.
Oh shit.
Just take what comes.
Dude, and that's do you keep track of the songs that you really, really like, or is it?
Honestly, I'm just usually so busy just trying to do shit.
Yep.
Because like with my life, like I don't have long windows to do shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like after working like an 8-hour day, taking the dog for a walk and like making sure she's doing good. Like I got like a 2-hour window to get a lot of shit done.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's literally just like tie the dog up in the back of the truck. She's doing good. She's just going to lay there and watch me do shit. Headphones in, fucking
boom.
No distractions, jam music out and just go to town and get as many boards cut out as I possibly can.
How long does it take you about to do when you're doing a custom, not one of your just like, oh, I got to, cut this one out 5 minutes, boom. How many?
Like once I get that template drawn on there, that thing's like finished shaped in 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. Super fast. Are you just using like a jigsaw?
Yeah, I use a jigsaw and then I do different like hand tools to clean up the outline and everything like that. And then just like a big power sander.
Oh yeah. Dude, I like power sanders.
Get everything nice and smooth and clean. That's how I do the rails.
Do you have a face mask?
Yeah.
Super hard, yeah.
Yeah, shit's all dusty. You don't want to leave that stuff in.
Does it have like multiple filters? Do you have like the one with the 2 parts and then
I just
filters?
wear just like the cheap, shitty little ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I mean, with wood, you can definitely get away with that. If it was like the shaping of a surfboard, you definitely have to have that.
Yeah, you have that stuff.
Dude, what are those? Are those like
just
filtered?
Gnarlier filters, yeah. Because you're dealing with all sorts of different chemicals that you don't want to breathe in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's like, yeah. That's why I do stains. I've gotten away from spray paint and shit like that. Like I just got over dealing with the confined space in the garage and a bunch of spray paint. This shit was just not cool.
Yeah, dude. The fumes.
Yeah.
Fucking heavy. Do you have to, when you're doing ventilation for like all of them there, do you keep everything enclosed and then just clean and then ventilate?
Nah. Like that's the reason why I'm like really stoked to be kind of getting my own spot and more space is that like I do everything in batches. Because like I don't have the space to have like clear coats drying and then in a separate area like sanding stuff. Like you can't mix the dust and the clear coat. That shit just don't work.
Yeah.
So like I do things in batches. And like I'll usually try to make like 3 to 5 at a time. Get that shit all finished, shaped and all stained and everything like that, and then start clear coating all of them and screen printing them and get those to where they're finished before I start cutting out another batch.
Okay.
And usually that whole process takes like, depending if it's a weekend and I don't have work and I can just like second the clear coat's dried, I can sand it, get another layer on there. Like I can just keep that process going.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that board done in 36 hours.
Okay. Nice.
But that's like, like I'm doing the last clear coat at like 10:30 at night and then I'm getting up at 4 a.m. to do like another shit. Like
that's tight.
Fuck
with that. That's so sick.
You got to keep that ball rolling.
Dude, always. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I did that same thing when I was in college. When I was working full time, I'd get up at 4, do homework, and then it would just go until like the night doing homework again.
Yeah.
But that, and it kept going. And that right there, hearing you talk about, whether it's the weekend or the one thing that really kind of triggered what I wanted to ask you was when you were talking about you have maybe 2 hours after working a long day, 8, sometimes 10, 14 hours, sometimes whatever.
Yeah.
You go home. The one thing I've always talked about on the podcast is that you can't work for somebody else and then not go home and do something for yourself. Whether it's working out, making skateboards, doing whatever. But you said it yourself, like you have maybe 2 hours. Do you live most of your life every single day like that, where it's like, do you think about it? It's like, hey, I have to do something for myself to get through that. Like you truly live the day. I
don't got enough time in the day.
Yeah.
Like even more so now that I'm trying to juggle like buying a house and everything like that. Like I don't have enough time in the day.
Yeah.
But like you make shit work.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
or it'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. Sometimes it don't wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean?
You just gotta grind it.
You make it work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody orders a board and they pay up front for that thing, I'm going to get that shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Like whether I'm up at midnight making a skateboard, like I'm not going to be the type of person that's just been like, hey man, dude, like I worked an 8-hour day. I did this type of shit. Like I'm not going to come up with some BS excuse. Like you paid me to do something. I'm going to fucking do it.
Boom.
Like
boom.
You can't, like there's just no way around it. You got to do it.
Dude. Fucking G. I like that right there. There's not a lot of people who like, I feel like there's not a lot of people like that though. People like some people just half-ass, they don't fucking, put the nose of the grindstone.
I don't know. I've always kind of had that mentality, but like definitely a shout out to my boss, Zach, and my boss, Chris. Like we encounter some fucked up shit in my like normal day-to-day job. And like, we do like home automation services in really expensive homes.
Okay.
And like
home automation meaning
like we'll make your house a smart home.
Okay.
Make your life really easy for you.
Nice.
But basically we hook up really expensive toys for really rich people.
Okay. And
like you're not going to tell somebody like, hey, we can't get it to work. Like that's not an option. That at any point in time is not an option. Like you figure out a way to make it happen.
Yeah. And then you have to show them.
And so that's just like the mentality that I take with like everything. It's just like, fuck, dude, I'm tired. I don't want to do this type of shit. But it's just like, all right, cup of coffee, down in the garage, bang that shit out. Like you can sit on the couch and bitch about it, and like, or you just go down there and do it.
Yep. And
then like, when it's all said and done, you send that board to that guy, and that person's fucking stoked. And it's just like, all right, cool. Like, it works. It's all in a perspective.
Dude, I mean, well, yeah, but I mean that's also another theme of the show, bro. Is the hustle and the motivation, and what you're doing right now is not only getting you across from me on my show, but it's gotten you a segment that's going to be coming out on Shieldless Mag.
Yeah.
Whether or not Shieldless Mag is like just a homie publication or something bigger in the future, I fully believe in what Ruben and Nick are doing, and I want them to make it bigger. So, bro, to me, it's like, it's not even just like a homie thing. Like, I feel like honored that they're fucking,
definitely.
That they're giving me the opportunity.
Definitely.
Giving you the opportunity. One, I'm sure and they're doing it with Scooter. Like,
no, it's
fucking, that grind is getting recognized.
That type of shit like trips me out because it's just me sitting in my garage making skateboards with my dog.
That's what's
up. Like, there's nothing really too special about it. Like, and it's.
But it is though, bro, because you're creating.
Yeah.
It's
from the inside looking out. It's just like, I do, like, what is everybody seeing this? But then, like, if
that's
you know what I mean, like,
I feel you though.
There's definitely moments where you're just like, fuck, dude, like, what is this shit like doing? You know what I mean? Like, what?
All the time, bro.
Like, what the fuck's kind of going on? You know what I mean? And then like, and then you're just like, all right, cool, like. You're doing good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Because you've convinced people that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not in a negative way. It's like, bro, to relate to it, not to make it about me, but just like I relate in the way it's like I'm in coffee and people come in all the time and drink my coffee and they're like, this is some of the best coffee I've ever had. I'm like, nah. Like, I don't even like, what are you tripping on? Like, nah. And then, but it's when you see other homies who are like coffee people and they know, and they're like, yo, this is really good. Or like, this is awesome, dude, or something.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, what? No. Like,
No, I don't know. It's like, I guess it's kind of like vain to say it, but there's definitely like people on Instagram that are like other board makers, and like when they like my shit, it's just like, all right, cool, like.
No.
Because there's people that like I look up to that are like, all right, dude, like you're making some like high quality shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not even like, because like I'll press stuff at like 2 or 3 at a time, and like that's purely because I can't keep up with like the amount
demand.
of orders that I got. Yeah, and it's just like there's people out there that are like taking time and doing it one at a time, and like granted, if you buy that board, you're gonna get an extremely solid, well built like in America in somebody's garage.
Sick.
By like a guy that really wants to make good skateboards.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's just like there's a lot of people out there that are doing that shit.
Is there
all over the world
like a big community of it? So you're recognized by your peers?
Yeah, there's quite a few people that are doing it.
Sick.
There's a bunch of people doing different things. Like there's people that are pressing everything themselves and like doing it like 100% from scratch. People that get blanks,
like one sheet and then like pushing like a 7-ply together, 9-ply, whatever,
and making their own custom molds to where like you get that board that's 100% custom, that guy's thing.
Damn.
Like you get a board from me that's 100% like handmade by me. Dude, that's like that thing. It was a thin piece of veneer that like got glued up. Yeah, like it's
dude,
just,
that gets me hyped, bro. That's sick.
Different way of doing things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can relate that to coffee, bro. I mean, there's only so many regions in the world you get coffee from. But then when you get it from green and you transfer it to roasted, that's 100% me. I mean, I can give you the same recipe. You learned how to roast, and you're not gonna make it really taste. Nah, your own style comes across in it.
Yeah.
That's why another reason too. Again, when you're designing these boards, bro, that comes across in you. That's why I'm asking you about music. That's why I'm asking you about like what you go in your process into creating, because that is again just like what you said, 100% you, and it's custom made, and that's your touch. And again, what you're saying about like what are people seeing? It's like, bro, you're just making skateboards, but it's not, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can get a bareback skateboard, pressed, boom, put a logo on it, and you got a shop board. There you go.
Yeah.
But you take the time to create and to put your personal touch on something that only can come from you personally. Yo, that's inspirational, bro. That's next level, because it doesn't matter if you're Steve Jobs at Apple or you're my man Dominic Mabile. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yes. In your fucking garage making a skateboard. Somebody's coming to you the way they would go to Steve Jobs for an Apple phone. They're going to you for your C-Rat skateboard because they see your personal touch and like, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's so sick. That boom, son.
No,
boom.
you got it. It's a little bit of everything, dude, because you got to have the product to back that shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
if strong wood.
If you're making some half-ass shit, like it ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I've never gotten into like having other people shape boards for me, or getting like other stuff like that. Like it's just, if I'm gonna put my name on it, it's gonna have my fingerprints on that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've touched it.
Yep.
From start to finish, and then I get super pissed off when like skateboard, like shit happens when you're skateboarding. Like stuff like boards chip, shit happens. But like I remember just growing up like getting super bummed when like, especially at OB, the thing's fenced in. You lose your board, it hits the fence, nose is all chipped.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, man, fuck. Like the board's not toast, the board's good. You still can ride it for a while, but like you got a fucked up chipped nose.
And then if you get a shinner or something like that, you got to get scraped up,
fuck,
bro.
You know, and so like stuff like that like I definitely let them cure longer. I keep them in the press longer. Like just little things like that like I'm not willing to sacrifice on the quality.
That's amazing.
So it's just, I've always wanted to be able to control everything from like start to finish.
Yep. I mean,
And
you
then,
can't
like,
control anything else in life, but you can control your process.
Yeah. Other than, I don't cut the trees down or any shit like that. I just buy veneers, but like,
yep.
I can pick which glue I want to use, whether, it's like a stronger epoxy based or just your standard shitty wood glue, like different things like that. You can, like, there's, if I get more room, like I'm definitely gonna look into like laying fiberglass in his plies and like different like flexibilities and shit like that.
Like a lib tech.
Yeah, just like all stuff that like I can do, because like there's nobody telling me I can't do it.
Yeah, why not?
So it's just like I want to I'll make like a 5-ply flexible skateboard, like, dude, like just random shit that like you. It's the beauty of doing it yourself. Like I got nobody telling me like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, you're your own boss, bro.
Yeah. So it's just
what about like hemp plies?
anything. It's just that a lot of stuff is like hard to get at small quantities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like when it all boils down to it, like you, at least currently, I'm at a point where I got to actually like make money from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to factor in like the numbers on everything.
Yeah. Yeah. How much? I mean, well, it's like, it's you're losing, or you're gonna have an overhead, or whatever have you. Just business wise.
Right now, I'm at about like $5 a blank.
Oh damn.
So like,
it's $15 or $3, and you're making 3 at a time, and boom.
Yeah, you start adding some shit up, and like all of a sudden, like you're getting like a hemp veneer, and like even just as like the face veneer, that thing cost you $3 for the sheet of veneer. Like,
yeah, it's more than half the cost of your other boards.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then like it just starts eating into like everything else.
For sure.
And like it's, I don't like dealing with that like aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like as stuff started to progress, like I needed to like really focus on that aspect.
Okay. Yeah, man. Fuck it. I mean,
like it's a good thing, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I know people that I skate with will hear me bitch about like how much I have to pay in taxes, but like you got to pay a bunch of taxes. That means you hustled, and that means you made a bunch of money. So like you got to look at it that way.
Yeah, that too.
So too, like bro. there's stuff that like I never thought I'd have to actually deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But like I have to invoice my veneer supplier at the end of the year to like verify how much I've spent on veneers to write that off on taxes.
Damn.
Like shit that I like, dude, I have to keep receipts and random stuff. Like,
oh yeah, because you're a business owner,
like,
bro.
It's just like shit that you got to do. But like, you figure you learn all that type of stuff, and like I didn't know any of that shit before.
Oh yeah.
And like dude, you just learn.
Well, that's a common theme with skateboarders, man. DIY. Yeah. You're just gonna do it until you figure it out.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
Fucking A, bro. I've talked about it at nauseum on the podcast. That's how I did all this, bro. It's YouTube. Fuck it.
Yeah, you figure shit out.
Yep. I mean, what got you into woodworking? Just the skateboard
like,
in general, or was it like, did you already have an infatuation with carpentry?
Yeah, like I did. Just like I went to Mission Bay High School, and I had woodshop classes all throughout high school. Mm-hmm. Like I've always done like construction based jobs, and just like I went to college, got a 4-year degree and all that bullshit.
San Diego State?
No, CSU Channel Islands up in Ventura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, whatever, man. Got to get that college degree.
You got to get they can't ever take it away from you.
Yeah, fucking most expensive piece of paper ever.
Yeah. Well, like I'm never going to be a corporate office type person. That's just not my thing. I'd rather be on a job site building shit and making stuff work.
Yep. Dude, that's the same way, bro. Yeah. I can't do offices.
Yeah.
I can't really. I mean, I'll go into an office meeting or something like that, but you put me in a fucking cubicle, bro.
But yeah, I ain't doing a 9-to-5 cubicle job. It's just not my style.
Dude, I'll do whatever else other than that.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money you pay me. Like, I've had that and had good pay at a job, and bro, losing my mind.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Dude, I need to go outside, bro. I need to like at least be able to see outside better. When you're enclosed and it's like you're in a cubicle within another room, and then you're like
boxed in. Like you're just doing the full like cattle thing.
Dude, it'll be 100 degrees outside. Talking about I'm wearing a sweater inside because it's 64. I'm just like, I'm cold. Like, what in the hell? That's no way to live for me. I mean, neither for you.
No,
dude,
not at all.
Fuck no, dude. So what do you have coming down like in the future that is there anything right now that you're hyped on, that you're planning on, projects?
Just like right now, like space is my major thing holding me back. Mm-hmm. And like getting my own place is going to be, shit's going to get bigger.
That's sick.
Like just in all aspects of it, like just yeah, C-Rat's definitely going to expand.
But like clothing, more
Just
boards, different
Everything,
designs.
more boards, more options, more molds,
Okay.
different. Like I want to make like flat boards with just like single kick tails and everything.
like
just,
old school.
yeah,
Damn.
just different things,
Dude.
different stuff. Like, you know, I definitely want to focus more on like screen printing clothes and trying to hustle shirts and shit. Like you can actually make some decent money off that stuff. And
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
just like I can sell skateboards all day long, but I don't sell t-shirts. Like, and I need to do more of that type of shit because it's a great way to make money that just I don't take advantage of.
Yep.
So just like shit like that, you know, like just overall try to just keep that hustle going. Like,
Yep.
I'm signing myself up for a, 30-year mortgage, so I got no option in that
there
matter.
you go.
Like I got, like I'm either gonna have to work a fuck ton more with my normal job or make a lot of skateboards. There's really no option for me.
Or both. Just fucking do it all.
Yeah, lots of skateboards are gonna come out.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Well, fucking A. Well, Dom, dude, we've already done like an hour, 15 minutes.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I keep it like
a break.
Oh, yeah. All right. Fuck yeah. Well, Dom, thank you so much for coming on. And, dude, now that you've been on the show, you're definitely going to come back. Please, anything that you need to do, send me any type of links, any promotion for any of your boards, like whatever. And I'm definitely going to be ordering your board.
Yeah, man, for sure, dude.
This is going to happen. All right. Well, thank you so much, my dude.
Definitely, man. It's a pleasure.
Tell people where they can find you on Instagram, by the way. Sorry.
Just hit me up, C-Rat Skateboards.
Is it all one word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, C-Rat Skateboards. You just hit me up. You're going to see photos of me and my dog chilling.
Yep.
And all the boards I make. And then, yeah, dude, don't ever feel like hesitant. Dude, I'm more than willing to make whatever the fuck you want.
Yes.
Like cool shit, weird shit, anything. Like, just keep them coming.
Yes.
Definitely stoked to make any boards for anybody.
Yes. Keep that passion alive, baby. I love it.
Yeah, just keep them coming.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Dom.
For sure.
Peace.